OpenAI just announced sites. OpenAI is killing all the startups. Do you agree?
Whenever a big company launches a product, a lot of startups are dead. I see exactly the opposite. Being an entrepreneur, why would you spend a lot of time learning the basics of programming?
Could you please introduce yourself shortly?
I'm Michele Catasta, president of Replit. Excited to chat about vibe coding today, right? Let's do it.
Today, in era of vibe coding, what is the single hardest unsolved problem for coding agents?
I'll tell you, I think coding agents already today are very powerful. I rarely heard someone saying that they can't build what they want with Replit. The hardest technical challenge will always be almost like reading the mind of our users. Agents require a bit of training in order to be used correctly. And my dream would be that you sit in front of Replit from day one, whatever prompt you write, we understand exactly what you have in mind and what you want to build. So it's a bit like learning how to become a good software creator or learning how to work well in a company. That is still hard also to figure out how to do with a coding agent. We're making great progress. Like I think every 3 months you come to Replit, you find a way more powerful product than compared to before.
What separates people who get extraordinary results with AI agents from those who don't?
I think it's the same trait you find in amazing entrepreneurs. It's not about how technically savvy they are or how incredibly skilled they are. It's a lot about being determined and having the patience and going through all the different hurdles that building a business or building a great software has. So my recommendation is always don't give up. It's as easy as that. You start, it will be hard at the beginning, but get inspired by other people that have built amazing things with Replit, and you will see many of them today also at Red Bull Basement. That is the inspiration you need. Don't give up. You're going to become so good at that. After a certain training period, it will be like totally natural for you to be super successful.
And let's talk about the products. What separates a cool demo from an app that's actually ready for real users?
First of all, security. You can build a cool demo. You don't have to care too much about where your data goes, how you log in your product, etc., etc. But the moment you realize that your demo is getting a bit of traction and you want to put a product out there and say you want to monetize it, so you want your users to pay you for that, I think the most important thing you want to care about is security. And we put a lot of effort at Replit, especially this year. We have a lot of amazing security features. We have a agentic security scanner that goes through your entire code base and tries to understand, if there is any way for your software to leak private information, if it can be attacked, etc., etc. And we're going to keep putting a lot of effort there. So yes, it is important to build something that is scalable, that can get a lot of users, but we made that already very easy with Replit. But I want everyone also to think about security, because your demo is not going to graduate into an amazing product that makes a lot of money if your users don't trust it.
Can you share a vibe-coded app that actually made real money, and what made it work?
So I love this story. I think it's from a few months ago. One of our power users spent in total $400 on Replit, and in a span of 6 weeks, he managed to have his business go all the way up to $200,000 annual revenue.
Oh, 200,000?
Yeah, Replit really allows you to build amazing businesses. And what he built is a platform to train every user to become very good at using AI. So it teaches you how to do prompting well in ChatGPT. It teaches you how to use Replit. All these tools that empower everyone to become very good at their job or create software and businesses on Replit. He created the best platform to learn how to do that. So I would love to remind this to everyone. It doesn't take insane investment, both in terms of money and time, in order to create a successful business. And Replit makes that 0 to 1 as easy and as fast as possible.
And what's the most surprising thing non-developer has built on Replit recently?
I love a recent story from one of our users who has a dyslexic kid that has some issues learning how to spell words. And all the software that she found online was not built for a kid that fundamentally gets negative feedback from the application that he's using. So every time he was making a mistake, the app was almost like scaring him. So she looked and looked for a long time, and then she decided to build that on Replit. And amazingly, she did it on our 10th birthday when we made the product free for everyone. She made it happen in 1 day. She built everything from scratch, learned how to use Replit very well, and now her kid is learning how to spell words correctly, and he's enjoying very much the experience on the app. So I love the fact that people are building businesses, and a lot of Fortune 500 companies are using Replit, but I'm also very inspired about folks around the world creating personal software. Literally, there was the vision of computers back decades ago, You have this amazing device in front of you, you want it to do exactly what you need, now you can make that happen with Replit.
Personal apps.
Personal apps,
So
exactly.
cool. And according to recent news, OpenAI just announced sites. Have you ever heard that?
Oh yeah, of course.
That was a very viral product. And a lot of people say this is bad news for vibe coding startups. OpenAI is killing all the startups. As a president of Replit, do you agree? agree? What do you see the replace mode?
I will have to disagree with you on this one. I don't think OpenAI is killing startups. If anything, what they're doing is they're raising the awareness that this technology exists. And what I care about is that everyone learns you can create software even if you don't have a technical background. And if OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, Microsoft, all the companies in the world enter this space, I think it's going to be a net benefit, for everyone. And we created a product that is far more advanced than what ChatGPT Sites offers. ChatGPT Sites is just one small aspect that entire process, but I think it's still amazing. And you see this saying again and again in our space that whenever a big company launches a product, a lot of startups are dead. I see exactly the opposite. Like the entire space grows, and there are more opportunities for everyone.
Makes the market bigger.
The market is bigger, and it's growing like crazy. Trust me.
And let's talk about the education side. In the vibe coding era, should a complete beginner today still learn programming fundamentals or start by building something with AI tools?
I think it really depends what you care about. So if your only goal is to build something, you want to focus most of your attention on making your product better, selling it, like being an entrepreneur, why would you spend a lot of time learning the basics of programming? Your focus should be somewhere else. And that's fundamentally why we build something like Replis. That being said, if you're a person who's passionate about tech and maybe you're a student and you want to learn how to write code, I would still recommend you to start from an agent like Replit, because immediately you will be in front of a functional prototype. When I learned how to write code many years ago, the first months, the first years are very frustrating. Like it takes a lot of time to get anything exciting in front of you. So you can still learn how to write very good code and become an amazing software developer by having agents helping you to do the bootstrap phase. And then it's up to you, your curiosity, to understand, for instance, why Replit made a mistake, what could have been done differently, and then maybe edit some of the code yourself by hand. So I think it's a technology that universally has a great impact for everyone, and then you as a person decide what you're gonna get passionate about.
What should developers start learning this year to stay ahead of AI coding tools?
I want every developer to be very much into using coding agents, especially at this point. They've become so powerful that regardless of how many years you spent becoming a developer and learning your craft, the experience you will have by being complemented by coding agents will be extremely exciting. So if you want to be up to speed, no matter how you work today, embrace them and learn where your contribution makes a difference. For example, agents are amazing at creating code, but we're still at a point where as a human it's very important for you to verify what actually makes sense to be part of your code base, rejecting changes that don't make sense. The more you're an expert, the more you can criticize what a coding agent does for you. So you need to think of it as a colleague rather than a replacement of a software engineer. There hasn't been a more exciting time to be a software developer than now, in my opinion.
I agree. There are many people watching who wants to build something with AI. What would you tell them to do this week?
Build personal software. Build something that matters to yourself. I love startup ideas. I love people trying to create new businesses. It is so cool to go back to your roots, especially as a software developer, and build some tools that make your life easier. It could be something about a hobby that you care about in life. It could be something that makes your routine less tedious. I want them to feel the passion again of creating things that matter to you rather than selling to other people. It's really a lot of fun.
Thank you for your advice and thank you for your time.
Great chatting with you, okay?
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.